Imagine missing out on your vital unemployment benefits, literally just because you didn't know how to check your claim status. Sounds crazy, right? But it happens all the time. Avoid this all-too-common mistake by sticking with me as we guide you step by step through the process. Look, financial security when you're out of work is absolutely critical. And the last thing you want is some confusing bureaucratic hurdle stopping your payments when you need them the most.
Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're serving as your comprehensive, straightforward guide to navigating the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services System, or ODJFS, as we'll be calling it today. Hey, if you've been feeling totally overwhelmed by all the paperwork and the online portals, just take a deep breath. We've got you covered.
So, here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the cost of missing out, do a step-by-step status check, decode your claim status, troubleshoot some common issues, talk about maintaining your Ohio benefits, and finally, point you towards some essential resources.
All right, part 1. The cost of missing out. Why checking your status matters.
Let's start with a really foundational concept, the weekly claim. This is basically your ongoing request for benefit payments, where you certify, hey, I'm still unemployed and I still meet all the eligibility requirements. Filing these on time every single week is absolutely mandatory. I mean it. Even during your unpaid waiting week, you still have to file. Because if you don't, or if you miss a fact-finding request, boom, your benefits will stop cold.
Moving right along to part 2. Step-by-step status check, navigating the portal.
Let's get you logged in without the headache, okay? Step 1. Just navigate to unemployment.ohio.gov and select Unemployment Services for Workers. Step 2. Click Apply/Login for unemployment benefits. Step 3. You're going to enter your state-verified OHID credentials along with your multi-factor authentication passcode. And finally, Step 4. Access your primary dashboard. This is your main hub for viewing everything from initial applications to weekly certifications and your payment history.
Now, you actually have a couple of options for checking your status. The online self-service portal at unemployment.ohio.gov is hands down the fastest and most efficient way to do this. It's really the primary way to manage claims and securely upload documents. But if you prefer, or if you don't have reliable internet access, you can use the phone or IVR system. Just call 1-877-644-6562. It's a fantastic backup. Just, be prepared. You might run into some pretty high call volumes.
Okay, part 3. Decoding your claim status. Translating bureaucracy. Now, what's really interesting here is how government jargon can feel like a totally foreign language, right? Let's translate these 4 confusing statuses. If you see allowed, great news. Your base claim satisfies the criteria. No action is needed unless a specific weekly line says denied. Now, if you see pending or this weird 00 status, don't panic. Seriously, your claim is just processing. Just wait. If it says denied, that means your claim was rejected for ineligibility, so you need to review your determination letter immediately. And finally, pending adjudication. This means an examiner is actively looking at a factual issue with your claim. So for this one, monitor your portal every single day and answer any questionnaires right away.
And speaking of being denied, I want you to remember the number 21. It is absolutely critical. If your status says denied, you have exactly 21 days from the mailing date of your determination letter to file a formal appeal. If you miss that strict deadline, you literally lose your chance to contest the decision. Vigilance is key here.
Moving to part 4. Troubleshooting common issues. Overcoming roadblocks.
Let's clear up a few of those common roadblocks that tend to trip people up. First up, answering questions incorrectly. For example, if you accidentally select no when asked if you're physically able and available for work, that triggers an automatic denial. You absolutely must be available. Second, panicking over that 00 status. Like we mentioned a minute ago, it really just means your claim is processing. It could take ODJFS 3 to 4 weeks to adjudicate a claim, so just keep filing weekly. And third, missing information. If you get a fact-finding questionnaire, it is not optional. You've got to respond to it immediately.
All right, part 5. Maintaining your Ohio benefits. Keeping the money flowing.
So the crucial point to remember here is that unemployment is not a passive process. You have to stay engaged. Here are the strict, ongoing rules directly from Ohio law. First, you have to complete at least 2 verifiable job search activities every single week. And no, just casually dropping by a business doesn't count. It needs to be verifiable, like an online application. Second, by week 4, you must upload a complete, searchable resume to OhioMeansJobs.com. Third, by week 8,
You have to finish the career profile survey on that exact same site. And lastly, keep your records of all these job search activities for 18 months. If you slip up on any of these, they will absolutely withhold your payments.
But hey, fortunately, the system does adapt for special circumstances. There are exceptions to these digital rules for specific populations. So if someone can't use a computer due to a physical or visual disability, or maybe they're legally prohibited from using one, they aren't left in the dark. They can actually complete alternative activities in person with an employment specialist at an Ohio Means Job Center.
Which brings us to Part 6, Essential Resources and Support. Where to go next?
A quick but super important reminder for everyone. Whenever you're submitting your social security number or any personal info online, always verify that you are on an official ohio.gov website. Keep an eye out for the official Ohio Department of Job and Family Services logo and secure web addresses. Scammers are out there, for sure, so trusting only that official branding is your absolute best defense. Now, for those times when the automated status checks just aren't cutting it, here are the exact channels you can use. For the General Support Call Center, dial 877-OHIO-JOB. That's 1-877-6444-6562. Need TTY services? Dial 711. If you've got digital inquiries about an existing claim, use the Claimant Unemployment Program Inquiry Form online. And hey, if you just get locked out and need a PIN reset, there's a dedicated line for that too. 1-866-962-4064.
All right, before we wrap up, I do need to share this vital disclaimer with you. The information in this explainer is accurate as of the creation date. Please verify details with official ODJFS sources, as unemployment benefit processes and regulations may change over time. Bureaucracy loves to shift the rules around, right? So always double-check unemployment.ohio.gov for the latest updates.
So, here's my final question for you. Are you going to let a confusing automated system dictate your peace of mind, or are you ready to take control of your financial future today? Go log in, verify your status, and stay on top of those weekly claims. You've got the tools, now it's time to use them. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and we will catch you next time.